guys, hey, I'm the creator behind... just waving to you guys, hold on. I'm the creator behind I'm the guy behind this whole idea. Hold on, let me get the Discord. Because I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be doing that too. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, I probably should have set up beforehand. By the way, if anyone from the cards from the not the cards team, the network team wants to go live with me and is comfortable like showing their face or whatever, feel free to go ahead and do that. And also, if you have any ideas, be sure to put it down in the chat. Hold on, I'm joining right now. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on a second. Let me go into...
Hey, what is that, man? What is that, man?
Hey, what's good, dude? I'm going into the Discord. Sorry, you're breaking up.
Is that good? Is that good?
Say that again?
Is that good? Is that good?
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
Yeah, that's better. Hold on a second. Yeah, okay now. Alright. We also got this cord going here for the people who couldn't come on with us.
Where should we start?
First of all, there's only like 3 people actually watching right now. So, if y'all don't mind, I think we should wait a little bit longer for people to actually get here first.
I agree.
Someone asked MLW.
Dude, you're breaking up. I can barely hear you.
Better? Or...
A little bit. Let's just go ahead and start. Let's stop wasting time.
Our favorite. No, I'm not gonna answer first.
Okay. Preds, but until recently the Gators, but I'm kind of probably going to start sticking to the Preds after the recent change. I think the Gators are going to tank big time. That's going to be like a big tank. Oh, nice.
They're not very good, but still roll them.
Yeah.
They actually my second favorite AL Preds.
Go Blue Stick.
My favorite team has been that we
Yeah, dude. Well, the thing was, the whole mound distant thing, it really wasn't a sweep if you think about it. It was kind of short and unfair.
Your instant was like
Absolute
completely
fire
over the
heat.
speed limit.
Yeah, I think that's the way MLW is trending, though. Once they get rid of the speed limit, I think it'll turn into more like the fast pitch wiffle ball kind of thing, just with like the skinny bats. I think will be
I
really
think they should
interesting
switch
because we
back
kind of got a
to the big
glimpse of that
bats.
last. Yeah, go ahead.
I think they should switch back to the big bats. To be honest.
Yeah, the yellow bats, very hard.
Try to use those.
Yeah, but as Kyle said, like when he was talking, I don't know if y'all like listen to like Ben Schaefer with on the podcast when Kyle went on, he talked about how he wanted to use the yellow bats instead because to have a more professional and official feel to like the league, bring a little more professionalism. So it didn't look so much like a bunch of kids getting together in the park, which is still essentially what it is. So that's what he kind of had going there.
Now it's like at a big field, 100K subscribers, nearly 150K. So
Yeah.
it's seen a lot more professional.
Yeah. And back to what I was saying, we really got a glimpse. It was kind of like a fast pitch game, especially game two. It was just like strikeout, 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 walk, strikeout, strikeout, home run, strikeout, strikeout, game over, which is pretty much how every fast pitch game goes if you think about it. It's
I saw like a stat. It said like 70% of the game was either of the entire series was like or a walk. 70.
yeah. And see, here's the thing with like fast pitch wiffle ball and stuff like that. It's really boring to watch, but it's a lot of fun to play. So especially you have like the kids who don't really have the space or the room or the kind of the kind of the base to really play like how MLW does or really play how MLW does. It's kind of like a thing because like here's the thing with like MLW, they're and the leagues that don't like it, and one of their big reasons for being around is to like inspire kids out there to like grow the movement because that's really the whole purpose behind this thing, and also just to have fun too and stuff like that. But I might be like completely hitting it like a ground ball with this. Or anyway, I'm using horrible analogies right now. I'm really sorry, and I'm kicking like there's like two people in the live because I'm using absolutely horrible wording here.
Okay.
Anyway, I think I've talked too much right now, so I'm gonna let you all get your stuff in.
I want to get bring up like a topic potential expansion and game. I think next expansion will be the and the other one will probably be like the Northern Hawks brought back.
I don't know. The Seahawks have left and came back before, so maybe they could do it again.
Yeah.
That team sucked, but they were fun to watch.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
especially at the end of 2018 when they actually started winning, that was a lot of fun. I was almost
playoff run in 2017.
yeah. Like the end of the season, they finally just click right at the right time, and they almost. And a lot of people forget this, but in the 2018 NLDS, they almost beat Mallards. Like they were, like, they
They
won
stole
games.
this game.
Yeah, they like completely stole the first game on like a grand slam by house.
And then it all fell apart for them.
Yeah.
It's like I think 2017 they got swept.
2017 they got swept. 2018 was interesting.
The chance.
But if But they had maybe if remember the hell they signed Baker AAA that year. If Baker would have actually played a couple games for them, things probably would have turned out way better earlier on.
They probably would have been in the lead.
Yeah. I would see Agner still in
Dietrich, I think that's his name. He still is like in contact with Eager or whatever. Like he's been in the lives.
Also, I think to bring back on also. Seeing like huge rosters. I think the Maliks have like 7.
Yeah, because the rosters are gonna get bigger. They're gonna have to do like minor league affiliates and stuff.
Have like 2 teams per and have like 2 teams share. Because the league is just that it has like 50 something players now between 8 teams.
I think the Cobras and the Maliks have like 7 players. And,
but no one really gives half of them are being gone.
Yeah. If I say if Cobras don't win the World Series this year, he's gonna deck the entire roster again.
Everything
I mean, the thing is with Jurgis, whatever he puts up there, it's really hit or miss. Like, I mean, you look at, but sometimes it can be in between. Like, it was in 2017 and 2018 for them. Like, you look at 2017, they started the year like 1-8. They absolutely exploded. It was pretty much like the Preds did, except they made the Worlds. In 2018, these Cobras made the World Series. And I think
I gotta go. Bye.
See you, dude. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. But then you look at what? Go ahead.
Cobras have a roster of 6 people. Cobras have like a roster of 7.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily.
Oh, hey, Hadwick's in here. Attaboy.
I don't even know who the Magic are playing next.
I think it's
Is there a game
I think it's
the
either
Watercats is going
I
to
think
be
it's either
uploaded
the
soon?
Preds or the Alright, see you, dude.
I can't wait to see Jack Agner with a beard. That's gonna be.
That would be absolute. That'd be so weird.
That would be scary to look at.
Yeah.
Wait, let me join the live.
Okay, go ahead.
Here we go.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Oh gosh, this is good.
You need like a better. You need like a better. I'm actually gonna get up on this parts.
Dude, you're going on. I can hear you on here first, then I hear you on the Discord. Like,
That's
really
I did get up. Yeah,
I'll get off.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's better.
This on. Or let me just. All right, so I'm ready. So we're talking about like triple.
Yeah, AAA. See, the thing is, when the rosters keep getting... Oh, you're lagging. Okay, you're back. Yeah.
All right, so we're talking about AAA. Yeah, they need to bring it back. Yeah, they need to bring it
players
because
Baker, bring your lag.
Nick Baker, your lag,
Pretty good.
actually pretty good.
Yeah, I see.
Even though
Nick
they're like,
Ricart,
Even though they're like
took a back seat this year.
took a back seat this year.
Yeah, I see Ricart and Baker at least playing in 1 or 2 series this year. Because now that they moved the mountain back, they might want to bring in, once they start going downhill, which I think they will, they're going to want to... Okay, hold on. Okay, they're going to want to
What's going on?
I think it's
They're going to
fixed.
want to mix in...
I think it's
Yeah. Anyway, once the season goes on and the Mountains moves back and God. Okay, dude, just go back on Discord.
I can't hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on.
All right, I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back.
All right, I'm back.
Alright. Oh,
Problem solved.
Problem solved.
okay, there we go. Let me get you off the live. Hold on.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We talked about.
We're still on trays. Yeah, AAA and the Gators and that.
I feel Great Lakes years are like the perfect product without because Zerla and
AAA. Big,
Jorgensen and Cheatham.
yeah, draft picks.
Example.
It just shows like how much the young core of this league can like change it instantly.
Zerla's an absolute master.
Yeah, he's just got to pluck one now, which I think is going to be a major weakness as the season goes on, because Zerlig's going to have to get more consistent.
Not pitching anymore, which sucks because wanted to see him improve.
That absolutely nasty. I'm sure he still like practices outside of MLW, outside of the game, and I'm sure he like warms up before the game just in case.
Yeah, just in case like somebody has their arm hurt something in that's 7.
Anyway, if it comes back, I can see like maybe like people who we overlooked, like who the managers overlooked in the draft, could see like them playing in AAA and then making their way kind of like undrafted free agent kind of thing.
See like the draft turn into like a 2-round draft.
Yeah, that's
like,
so kind of like
who are getting drafted actually
stumped me. I was like,
that would seem tough.
Yeah. Or another thing I think they should do is, have you ever heard of Como Blitzball?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with their draft, yeah, what they kind of do with their draft is, actually no, not Como Blitzball, Raintree Wiffle Ball.
Yeah, I've seen so.
Yeah, with their draft, what they do is they completely strip, every year what they do is they strip the teams bare and they redraft from their entire player pool. So basically, you're going to have completely different teams each year, with the only constant on each team being their manager. I think is really interesting. I think MLW should maybe look into that.
Maybe like all the inactives get removed into the
Yeah, but
removed from the roster.
yeah, but the issue with that is that Raintree, they have like a billion players on each team, and they just got their minor league too, the same MLW did.
Pretty much means for expansion and have like a bunch of teams.
Yeah, the thing
Just
is,
like-
Raintree, they have like 3 teams. So, and then next year they already said they're moving to actually have a fence, and they're gonna add a lot more teams next year. So,
Which makes complete sense since MLW added 3 teams in 1 year, and now
yeah.
teams are going to make the playoffs within like 2 years.
I mean, we're
Diamondbacks
already seeing
just-
MLW expand outside of Brighton. I mean, for example, you've got the Diamondbacks are basically not based out of Brighton, they're based out of Holland. So, we're already seeing kind of like MLW's expansion toward moving outside of the area. And we've seen them do that more this year with the draft.
I think they should try to like move like, the east, like majority of South East Michigan.
Yeah, Southeast
just like
Michigan. Yeah. On the Pipe It Up podcast, Kyle talked about how he played in like a fast pitch league that had like a bunch of fields around Detroit. I think if they maybe had like a bunch of fields, like one at the Legacy Center, like the Meadows, Colts Field, and maybe one in like, and maybe
like one more field.
yeah, like one more
It
field.
could
Like
work.
if you've watched like MLW Wiffle Ball, they're like a very very small league. I don't think have you watched them?
No, but I do know them on
Yeah, they have like
Instagram,
a
so.
bunch of fields, like 5 or 6. So like
Also, MLW, each team has their own field,
yeah.
which I like.
Also, another thing I think MLW do, like NWA Wiffle Ball is they should have like a game of the week kind of thing.
Like a live game.
Yeah, where they don't do a full series, it's just one game a week. You don't get to watch every series on YouTube, but they just highlights on Instagram, whatever the team Instagrams.
I would like to see like each team have their own team. Because
I mean, they kind of do,
Wildcat-
but they're more like fan pages than anything
Yeah.
else. By the way,
only the Wildcats and Mallards have the official team name.
yeah,
I think every single, like the rest of the league is just like either posts that haven't been posted in weeks or even years, or
and another thing I like is the thing dedicated to the the specific Instagrams dedicated to the players like Garrick Daily or Daily G North.
yeah, I follow that account.
Yeah. I think if we saw more
Actually-
accounts like that, it would help get like the players out there and help get the league out.
And also swaps made by the fans. They've only seen like one or two.
Yeah.
But that's still pretty cool to see for like a league that had nearly 150,000 fans. That's pretty cool to see.
Definitely.
Hopefully fans ask some questions because I do respond to some.
Yeah. If you guys have any questions for stuff we can do and things like that, please dump them in the comments. Just give us ideas for stuff to talk about and ideas for stuff we could do on the channel and stuff like that. So go ahead, drop some stuff.
Wait, we should probably like add this live video onto the channel.
I have an option to where I can save the video at the end.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah. Anyway, shifting away from MLW itself, I think we should maybe start to talk about the like what we're going to do like with this whole thing, because I mean that's pretty much what we're here for right now. Is some of the people who at least up are like, what are we gonna like do as a YouTube channel and stuff like that. So another thing I want to go ahead.
Maybe LWs.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna MLW stuff.
You go.
Okay, we're definitely gonna be doing mostly MLW stuff. 95% of it will be. We've already had some ideas so far. Like one idea that I've had and a bunch of other people have suggested is that we acquire that just like MLB's Network's prime show is MLB Tonight. We acquired the rights to MLW Tonight.
Right.
Yeah, kind of in a way, yeah. We acquire rights from MLW, do MLW Tonight, and make it more of like, make it like, basically we do it a little bit more often, while it's not as long as the show itself as like the regular MLW Tonight is. They do like I haven't done an MLW Tonight for the 2020 season yet, mostly because they're limiting that to the podcast now. So I think we could probably easily get MLW Tonight on there, do some player interviews. I know that Ben Schaefer, some of the MLW analysts will definitely want to come on and do like some of the analyst stuff. For
They're talking to Ben Haler right now, trying to get them on it.
yeah,
Hopefully we can get some player interest in that.
yeah, we're gonna want to definitely get like Eddie Kalegi, Ben Haler on, Ben Schaefer, a lot of those people on. And another
And
thing,
he's an absolute genius with
Yes.
this.
also, another thing I had an idea for is basically two things, basically. Kind of like an LW rewind kind of thing, where we like show like classic games on the channel, of course with MLW's permission first.
I would love to do that.
And another idea I had was we had full unedited games. Like Kyle sends us the full unedited game. Like nothing's cut out, none of that. And instead of him commentating, like you'll still hear like some of the stuff in the background and still hear like his voice background. We have me and one of the MLW analysts commentating the game like it was a live MLB or MLW game. Like,
That would be cool.
yeah, the thing is though, that take like literal almost days to upload to YouTube channel. So
It's like a 45-minute.
yeah, like each game is like 30 to 45 minutes. So I think maybe like starting after the All-Star break, because I'll be having to take a month off after this week because I'm going to like some place that has like no internet. So y'all are basically gonna have to run it for me for like a month, see what you can do. After 2 weeks, I might.
So not even logged into that kind of sucks for us. But
I'll figure out what to do with that because I kind of have some of my personal information on there. And one thing you're probably gonna figure out about me is that I don't trust other people with my stuff when I'm not there.
it's fine, don't worry.
Yeah, we'll figure it though.
I think this is good. Needs to end. I think we've been going for like 30 minutes now.
About yeah. I will definitely be putting this up on YouTube so people. And then and also if you're watching this on YouTube right now, please be sure to drop ideas and questions you have for our next live in the comments. We'd really appreciate your feedback, stuff we could do better, stuff like that.
Production quality and all of that. We really want to know.
Yeah. So from everyone at the MLW Network team, we just want to thank you for watching us live stream or YouTube, wherever you're watching from, and we'll see you next time.